may or may not have forgotten the water. That kind of helps. Alright, why is that beeping? Why are you beeping? What do you want? Yeah, it's just me going live. I know that. Hi, let's see. I gotta grab that first, cause. Well, Williams. Gotta give our boy a shout out because without them, we wouldn't have this content to watch and go through. Oh goodness, I can't believe how warm it is. Like, it just went into fucking summer. Like, I can slide that over before we get started. Like, I can't believe it basically just skipped spring right to summer again. So we should be on chapter 2 because we did the side story as well as the Arc Guard or Arc Shadow of the Arc Guard. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, that's better. Leia Martinez, new president of the Guardians, had been focused on restoring relations with the planets to bring peace to the system. On the planet Motub, the seed virus and resulting incidents caused the collapse of the Trade Federation's political control. The deaths of the Dons of the 4 major rogue families resulted in our breakup of the families and a chaotic struggle for power. Well, that explains a lot. And in the end, a huge family called the New Rogues was formed and is slowly solidifying its control over Motub. Well, that's no good. While the identity of the Dawn of the New Rogues is still unclear, Leia Martinez has launched talks to propose an alliance. Watch it be Tyler. That's how you know episode 3 was more. I thought you got cutscenes.
Hi! Garage Channel 5 Headline News. I'm your newscaster, Hal. Today,
The sync is awful.
Is right here. Shortly after her inauguration, the new Guardians president, Leia Martinez, directed restoration work to begin on the vector tracks. This prompt action was looked upon highly by those involved. On the other hand,
I just noticed I'm blocking subtitles too.
Is trying to get other groups to cooperate in the fight against the seed. But they have been slow to respond, and discussions have been inconclusive. At the root of their hesitation may be a distrust of the Guardians. Many criticize the Guardians for their ineffectiveness in dealing with past threats, such as the Illuminus and the Seed. The rebirth of the Guardians hasn't been all smooth sailing, and experts say they are at a crucial stage in their reconstruction.
The Illuminus just kind of showed up.
This is Garage Channel 5 Headline News, signing off. I'm your reporting newscaster, Hal. Bye-bye!
That sync with the subtitles was terrible. So hopefully the audio is better in normal gameplay. Again, I am dealing with old footage, and I don't know if this was one I had to replace the audio back together or not. Because some of these she had to replace the audio because it was jank. Welcome to the Guardians, protecting the future of Girl. T-Rex, please hurry. The briefing is about to start in the meeting room. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they fixed her low poly body in episode 3. It took them 2 episodes to fix it. I have no idea what the hell's going on either, by the way. How's our audio? Turn that up a little bit more. Harry Potter? Previously, we contacted the parent government, the Communion of Mughal, and the Motub Trade Alliance to propose an alliance in the war against the Seed, and... Why are you telling me this? They refused a long time ago, didn't they? That's correct. In particular, we learned that the Motub Trade Alliance had disintegrated due to damage from the Seed incidents, and... I already heard all that too. That's the reason we sent off that message the other day. I had you contact those new rogues, or whatever they're called, right? Tell me what they said already. Yes, ma'am, we received a reply a short while ago. So, out with it. Yes, well... Why do I have to force it out of you? Jeez, this is like pulling teeth. This is a response to the Guardian's proposal for an alliance. No. Under the guise of the seed purification, the Guardians stood by the illuminus spread the seed virus. It took no measures to distribute the vaccine to the citizens of Motub. I mean, fair. Turning their backs on us while we were being slaughtered. The rogues therefore will no longer recognize the police authority of the Guardians. Anarchy. We have voted to cease all negotiations with the Guardians who fail to wield even the minimum required force to maintain order. Furthermore, we will not work with any government of Motub or otherwise. We will continue to independently battle against the seed, relying on outside organization or race. It's like, you failed us, you fucked up, so we're doing this ourselves. Dot dot dot. Everyone's favorite to be talked to like by a bunch of punks. Shows what people think about us. Do we know the identity of this Don who sent this? We've analyzed it, but the voice is camouflaged, just like an Xbox mic. Then the only thing we can do is go and find out for ourselves. Uh-oh. Go where? To Motub. Gonna have a chat with these so-called new rogues. But, Miss Martins, they've made it clear they're not willing to negotiate. So they say they won't, and we should just back down? I'll show them whether or not the Guardians have what it takes. Please wait. These dire times really should start another needless fight. That's their call. Whether or not it turns into a fight is up to them. That's... You get it? I'll only say it once, so listen good. The rogues are a group that only understands strength. People who work with them at first, we need to stand up to them. You're a wizard, Harry. What? That's the T-Rex I know. Cuts right to the point. Completely different from that blockhead. Shit. Here we go again. Well, T-Rex, what do you say we go and mix things up? It's stuck at the desk. I could use a good workout. She just wants to fuck people up. I'm gonna get ready. Wait for me at the counter. Well, at what point are they gonna make... Well, you're the president. You just can't go around punching people in the face. Miss Martins will be here, arrive shortly. Hey man, I told you, lay off the Miss stuff. She'll be, someone like, get down, Miss President. She's like, fuck that, I got this. Just punches the guy. My apologies, Leia. Yeah, that's right. Stick with that. Sorry to keep you waiting, T-Rick. I'm probably pronouncing Buddy's name completely wrong, but it's how I pronounce it since Phantasy Star Line 1. What about Lumia? She should have gotten orders to wait for us here. She's not here yet. A rookie still in training has the nerve to keep me waiting? That's balls. Keep the president waiting. See, I'm braver than you were back then. I'm sorry I'm late. At least experience, you should be the first one here. Oh, as the least experience, you should be the first one here. Lag. If I just got the message. Do you think that the Guardians have ever work you can just take your time with? Show up late again and I'll give you a reason to be sorry. Sorry. Now then, we're headed to Mode Tube. Are there any questions? Oh shit! Pretty much the government has collapsed. The Trade Federation operated at the Mode Tube's government was hit with the seed virus, that mayhem that followed, and then the seed itself. Yeah, so we saw the events of that. We had to purge it. Any other questions? Let's see. What are the 4 families? Well, I think I'm gonna go through all of them. You know that there are lots of rogue families, big and small, right? The 4 largest of them were known as the 4 families, just like in New Vegas. They controlled MoTube's underground economy and wielded power greater than that of the Trade Federation. Every time I hear, it looks like they continued a huge portion of the control of a huge part of the government. Every time I hear Trade Federation, I think of the prequel Star Wars. Any other questions? In addition to Trade Federation government collapsing, the Dons of the 4 families wound up dead in the violence. Oh, that's why there's new families. After a power struggle, it looks like the rogues have been reunited. It's nice that there's a definitive contact point now, but we don't know anything about who the Don is. Plus, whoever has it has no interest in talking to us. It's probably someone from the Illuminus. Any other questions? To infiltrate the new rogues and meet the Don face to face for a good old-fashioned negotiation. The negotiators. But have you heard? They haven't been refused to meet us. Picking on a fight, chances are we've got a battle ahead of us. Any other questions? Nope, let's go. Sorry, this isn't going to be a relaxing getaway. But sure beat moping around the office all day worrying. Now, may the holy light guide you. There's times I wish I had a voice changer installed just so I could do all these voices kind of things. That place is pretty much deserted now. It hasn't changed a bit. Ethan always told me that cities on MoTube are bustling places. This isn't what you'd call bustling, is it? Huh? What's the matter? It's just Ethan talked about that sort of stuff with you? Well, he is my brother. But he always exaggerated things. Sounds like Ethan. But he wasn't exaggerating. The city wasn't always this deserted. Right, T-Rick? What happened then? To the city, I mean. That's... exposition. The infected beasts were slaughtered? Yep, we did that. That's something you can forgive? I couldn't. But if it wasn't done, then the city... No, all Motu would have become infected by the seed. Still, I don't know if it was right. I still have nightmares about it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up painful memories. I won't ask anymore. By the way, what am I even doing here? What does a rookie like me have to offer on this mission? Don't worry about it too much. I called you here for my own reasons. Huh? We're going to take down the new rogues with that minimum amount of force. Give me the fastest way to get them to the negotiating table. Wait. So I was chosen because I'm not a full-fledged guardian yet? Did you think I picked you for your outstanding abilities? No, of course not. Never mind. But to think the president only has 2 partners. The Guardians always operated with 2 or 3 person teams. There's something to be gained from showing the power of a small team. Even so... What? If you don't like the mission, you're free to quit the Guardians. That'll make things easier for me and T-Rex too. We can forget about that promise to make you a full-fledged Guardian. Right, T-Rex? I would never quit. T-Rex, please don't look at me like that. Like, I have no say in this. I can't risk giving an important mission like this to anyone else. I won't let you down. I guess you're ready then. That's what I expected, rookie. There's seagulls flying. Don't forget enthusiasm you're showing now. That enthusiasm. New Rogue's hideout entrance. Wow, that was fast to find them. They didn't hide too well, did they? We are here. Here we are. What? The Rogue's hideout is really this easy to find? That's what I was saying. The location was nicely attached to the message they sent. What? Does that mean they're planning to test us? Either that or they're just messing with us. The only thing we can say for sure that they're probably traps. You called it! Does that just make you mad? Doesn't that just make you mad, T-Rex? Eh. Be careful that hot head doesn't get you in trouble. Be careful that the hot head doesn't get you in trouble. Being a guardian isn't about letting yourself get worked up over nothing. But if they're looking for a fight, that's exactly what we'll bring them. If we lose this one, then we won't ever be able to put the all back together. Yes, ma'am. Don't forget to help Lumia, T-Rex. I won't let you down. That bloom on the lights. The rogues shouldn't be too powerful. I call bullshit, but don't you dare let your guard down. Yes, ma'am. I'm not sure what if he's got something on that's buffing him that's constantly doing damage. Last time we saw T-Rex, he was a few levels lower. Now he's got 4,009 HP. Bro's a tank. Except for he's down to 900 HP. It seems like HP doesn't matter in this. It seems like, yeah, it's, whatever is hitting him of damage is doing 280 damage, so... I think the damage just scales regardless of your level. T-Rex, even I know you avoid the explodey robots. Oh, he's got a whip. I forgot they brought whips into this. Also, the footage right now is before YouTube had HD. I think 480 was considered a quote-unquote HD back then. Which is wild to think about. Bead Grode. Oh, right. I forgot about those dudes. They're basically like the other robot, big robots, where they just spam rockets. The frame rate. Like I said, I don't know what he would capture this on either. Like I think it could have been Fraps, just because it is like very meh in the capturing. I'm assuming this is PC captured because of the control scheme. Although I couldn't imagine someone using two different arrow keys for like the arrow keys as your weapon attacks. It would just be weird. Then again, there are some PC games out there that do not follow the standard. Like I have a PC, the PC version of this, but it's got a UI mod on it to give it the Xbox control palette. Cause I prefer playing with a controller, it's easier on my old hands. Oh yay, it's a puzzle. I hate them. As long as we have to watch T-Rex chase after a boy, only for him to die. It's like I ran around for 2 hours, it felt transforming. Oh, the mission's over, I guess I gotta die. Thanks, kid. Was it? Oh, I can't remember now if it was online too. Which one of the games? It might be one of the PS. Might be the PSP game. If I recall, one of the games you issue simple commands to the parties, and basically have them do either like focus on one thing, whatnot, provide support, whatever. Might have been even the DS game. Because the DS game brought a lot of new things to the table that became main in the series. But then again, to be fair, you could issue macro commands in Phantasy Star 3 and 4 there on the Genesis. So you could do like everyone do this, everyone do that kind of thing. Was Phantasy Star 4 the first game to have macros in it? Huh. I think it might have been. Like I said, though, the Phantasy Star series has done a bunch of firsts when it comes to things. I don't know if Universe had a first in anything. Well, it's another thing, though. They're not afraid to kill characters off, as we've seen from... They were the first RPG to have a permadeath. Like a party member permadeath. Or first JRPG, I believe. Phantasy Star 1, if I recall, was the first North American JRPG, beating out Dragon Quest. Phantasy Star 2 was the first to have permadeath character. 3 was the first to have branching storylines. And I don't know what 4 brought... If it did anything, it may have brought the macro systems to games. Yeah, but more or less, each game, even though they're not as widely seen as Final Fantasy, have brought something to the table that Final Fantasy has not. Which is interesting from a technical standpoint, anyways. The explodey robots. Them tasty low frame rates. Now that might not be the encoder. That might have been just how shitty YouTube was back then. Because this is 15-year-old YouTube videos. But it is what it is, so. And we thought it was the greatest shit back then. 360p video. Well, you gotta figure also, back in the day when this was still a thing, CRT monitors were still kind of normal, so CRTs gave a natural anti-aliasing effect on everything, video included. See, that's why there was a thing that was in some games basically called TV pixels. Because the TV would basically wash the pixels out slightly and round them off with its natural anti-aliasing effect. Aliasing, I don't know how it's pronounced. I was never good at pronunciation. But either way, the way the TV signals were with the split color systems would, because each TV pixel is essentially 3 colors of the primary colors. Well, that technology hasn't changed even today, really. I think maybe now there's modernized things with how color changing LEDs are a thing and whatnot. I don't know exactly how it works. Because LCDs, OLEDs, etc. That's another technology that's been interesting, but also sat there for so long. Was LCD technology? It just basically hasn't changed. Oh, fuck off. And then when LEDs became a thing, they basically just replaced the complex fluorescent tube originally in LCD TVs. Or LCD screens basically just got the LED light in the bottom. That was the difference. Like, I remember one old laptop ended up having the tube went on it, or the inverter board. I can't remember which one because it used the fluorescent tube on the bottom. And I ended up just putting a strip of automotive white LEDs. Dude, is this permanently taking damage? Let's go.
Hey, not bad.
He got, well, yeah, it's portrait.
Not at all.
Meow. Meow. Alright, what's here? That's... fucking Tyler. You're doing pretty well just for the three of you. Alfred Tyler, of course it is. Are you the one telling me that dude Don's the Rogue is? Yep, it's yours truly. And here I thought you had some backbone. You took this opportunity to build yourself a little kingdom? You're just another punk, aren't you? That's one way of looking at it, I suppose. But I have no intention of hoarding power for myself. To protect everyone, someone had to be in charge. And why did you provoke us? I was planning on joining forces with you. I thought I was clear. I will not deal with the former powers who led us into chaos. Technically speaking, those former powers are dead. Though the Guardians wish to serve under the new rogues, I will certainly consider it. Though I wouldn't expect much, and besides, the relation would mostly certainly need to be dismantled first. I think that you can discuss this, you might understand. I'm disappointed in you, Tyler. No matter how you gloss over it, it's just another dictatorship. I don't see what's new about your new rogues anyway. I thought you, a beast, would understand. Guess I overestimated you. If you bow down before us, you'll see that we're right. I didn't quite catch what he said. Well then, guess we won't get any more words. What do you think, T-Rick? Can't bow down to him. Right. In times like these, you can't just save yourselves and ignore everyone else. Mere words. Stay back. I don't need your help. You're gonna regret that. Buddy's like, oh yeah? You sure? Sure, Columbia? Let's go. Assume monkey stance. For insert dominance with your monkey stance. I said we weren't going to let him provoke us. Sometimes you gotta make him understand by force. Huh. Hope you'll make me understand. Alright, be careful what you wish for.
Can you take this? Is that all you've got?
Like, 3v1, like, did you try to lose? So he's level 95 and our character's level 161. This is not a fair fight. I say that, it's like our character, but it's like this is just our boy playing. I can't tell if you're supposed to. Okay, it's also hard in these games if you're supposed to win. Okay, like that. Like, are you supposed to win, stall, or lose? Like, I'm never sure. That bullshit. They had you. So this is the best the new Guardians can do? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, that's bullshit, because you guys weren't even breaking a sweat. No worry, I have no intention of killing you. Well, but right here and now, announce the Grell system. The Guardian have lost to the new rogues. So that was your goal all along. Don't think we can. Yeah, don't think you can take it out so easily. Let me stop. I see. So you're Ethan's sister. I heard you joined the Guardians. I wonder what you were thinking bringing a rookie. You wanted to have an excuse for losing? Pitiful. It's just a pissing match. I'm sorry, Leia. And you're T-Rick. It's been a while. I know from your future holds I end up in an organization like the Guardians. I read that completely wrong. I know what your future holds too. You'll be satisfied being another punk Don. Just a great Don Tyler, is that all you want to be? Don Tyler. I used to suppose following my father's footsteps. You were probably trying to mock me, but this is what I had to do to bring the rogues together. Well, there's no medicine that'll cure a man drunk with power. Say what you will. It's about time you announce your defeat to the Grell system. I don't think so, Don. What did you say? If that bothers you, go ahead and torture me or whatever. You said the Guardians today are doing pretty shaky. A lot of our best Guardians, along with our president, are dead. But there are still people out there who rely on us. Even if it's just a single person. We would never do anything to betray that trust. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, T-Rex. You too, Lama. I should have brought you here. Tyler, here you are. There's trouble on the northern continent. Oh, how convenient. Plot. The group we sent to the Guardian's mine for supplies. They've been attacked by the illuminus. Did you say the illuminus? And they've been infected with a highly concentrated seed virus that's starting to turn into seed forms. The only thing, one thing left to do. We've got to close the Granite's mine at once. Tyler. Wait. We have to see if there are any survivors first, don't we? If we do that, we'll risk even more losses. We have no way to fight a high concentrations of the seed virus. Then ask for our help. The Guardians have experience with this. Too prideful. You'd rather just throw your friends' lives away? Didn't you amass power to save those important to you? Tyler. We rogues have resolved to protect ourselves. Come on, snap out of it. What do you really want to do? Why did you form the new rogues? A leader has to look at the greater picture and sometimes be ready to make sacrifices. I would have thought you, of all people, would understand. That's right. Fool. You're the president now. You need to look at the bigger picture. Right now, I'm T-Rex partner. And I'm a guardian. I was gonna say, the fact that she manages to save some people might actually earn her back more rep with the beasts of Motubes. If there's someone who needs saving, then I'll try to save them. That's what my father taught me. It's the value of the Guardians. It's a value of the Guardians. Okay, we don't have much time to argue. Let's go. All that just for trying to have a pissing match. Leia, what do we do now? You see what happened? You know what we have to do. I'm sorry, I don't. You know, right, T-Rex? Challenge Tyler again. Are we going to rescue them? Guess you don't have quite a heart of a guardian yet. I guess you don't have quite the heart of a guardian yet. Lives are at stake. Yes, ma'am. Then if you're ready, let's hurry to the northern continent. Alternate time. I think we're gonna get the alternate path. Which, I mean, fine on T-Rex, the player here, giving us all the paths. Oh, he's just fucking hitting them for big damage.
Is that all you got?
Dude, you're just getting bodied. Oh, he killed him. He just flat out murdered him. And that was supposed to happen? Those some moves you got there. That's how it should have went. You're T-Rex. You're improved since the last time we met. And you're even sister, aren't you? Yes? I see, no wonder. So you brought a rookie just to prove you're better than us? That's all we needed against a punk Don. So it's about time we had your answer then. We refuse. The rogues will never cooperate with the Guardians. Oh yeah? You're perfectly happy being just another roughneck Don? The great Don Tyler, eh? Don Tyler. I used to pose my father's footsteps. You're probably trying to mock me, but this is what I had to do to bring the rogues together. Well, no medicine to cure a man drunk with power. I'll say this much. I will not bow down to the Guardians. Think I won't let the wounds we've suffered be forgotten so easily. I was like, dude. 3 months ago, our citizens were slaughtered. The only crime was not getting a vaccine. I lost many close friends. To be fair, it's kind of hard to make those choices when it's in the middle of a war. To you, it's just old news. But it's an insult we will never forget. It's not about the rogues wanting to act on our own. It's a question of trust. What's that supposed to mean? I guess he didn't take into consideration the colony drop. T-Rex is right. T-Rex rely on me. As Guardians, we have to face the pain of not being able to protect what we vowed we would. This tragedy isn't our fault, is it? It's the seed in the illuminus. Nothing will be solved if the citizens of Graal are fighting each other. Now is the time we need all the races need to come together. Right, T-Rex? Tyler, here you are. With trouble on the northern continent, the illuminus are up to their voodoo stuff again. The group we sent to the Grangus mine for supplies. They've been attacked by the illuminus. Did you say the illuminus? They've been infected by a highly concentrated seed virus. I kind of wish the game did the colored text boxes for the characters too, like the comic did there. They're starting to turn into seed forms. Like, I get that little point that goes to the character still, but There's only one thing to do. We gotta close up the Granga's mine at once. Tyler? Wait. We have to see if there are any survivors first, don't we? If we do that, we risk even more losses. We have no way to fight the high concentration of the seed virus. Then ask for our help. The Guardians have experience of this. I know, it's basically the same dialogue over and again, but that's fine. Would you rather just throw your friends' lives away? Need you amass power to save those important to you? Tyler. We rogues resolve to protect ourselves. Come on, snap out of it. What do you really want to do? Why did you form the new rogues? A leader has to look at the greater picture. And sometimes we're ready to make sacrifices. Yep, and you of all people should know. I would have thought you of all people would understand. Fool! You're the president now. You need to look at the bigger picture. Right now, I'm TX partner and a guardian. There's someone who needs saving, then I'll try to save them. My father taught me it's the value of the guardians. Okay, we don't have time to argue. Let's go. So we're gonna get the A plot and the B plot, at least story-wise. Which is fine, means we don't have to replay anything. Looks like a quarry. Oh, how convenient. Hole. That looks like the entrance over there. How convenient. A hole. Well, let's go. Basically, yeah. What's wrong, Lumia? I guess I don't really understand your way of thinking. It's probably as smooth as the background in this area right now. Whoa, 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 whoa! Stop! Why did the audio just crank up for no reason? That was weird. That was very weird. Bring that back, I missed all that. Talk to Lena, leave Lumia behind. Each a nice Sirach. I won't force you to come if you don't want to. You're an official guardian after all. Chirik, what do you think? Like, leave me out of this, lady. Well, I think I know why you've got this problem. Why are we going to save the friends of someone who we just were just fighting? I understand we need the cooperation of all four races. But you don't have to go yourself, do you? It's too dangerous. Man, you're stubborn. That was me being the president. This is me being a guardian. What? You don't get it? Let me put it this way. The rogues that are facing the Illuminus are calling for help. Maybe they're calling Tyler, who knows, but it doesn't matter. If that idiot is going to abandon, then we have to go, don't we? The Guardians need to be the hope of every Skrull citizen, whether they be rogues or whoever. Do you get it now? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, I understand. I don't know if we'll be able to pull this off, but it's not something to dwell on now. The end result... But that's not something we dwell on now. The end result isn't everything. Bringing hope is an important job of the Guardians. Well, B, are you coming or staying? I'm coming. You're the missing rogue, right? Are you alright? Don't trust him, he's probably gonna transform. Guardians? What are you doing here? Do we need a reason to come rescue you? I'm asking if you're alright. I'm fine. Is there anyone else here? Dude is like the most corpse that there could be. Farther in? They might already be dead. They didn't get away in time. They're alive. They should be emitting a distress signal. It's almost like they put them face down so they don't give them a face. This is unnecessary. This mine's like a maze. What's the frequency? Here, follow the sound. Alright, let's leave the rest to us. And then he died. We can't just use the radar map in here, can we? Go on and follow the sound. I think I remember this mission vaguely. The single minute. If you get lost, the sound will listen for the sound. You'll hear it again when you face the right direction. Follow the sound, we'll find them. Fake wall. Yeah, basically, it's a modern fire alarm sound effect from 15 years ago. Sega really predicted the future. You know who we haven't seen yet in this is Magashi. He's been absent since for a while now in the story, that dude. He's been like just AFKing. Even killed him once, then we saw his clone, and then he just fucking peaced out. Like, we fought his clone in the expansion twice, and he's like, alright, peace. And just fucking dipped. Like, dude's been gone for a while, so I'm expecting him to show his face Falcon back up in this. Oh, you hit him past the wall. I don't know if he killed him or if he hit him out of bounds. Yeah, that was probably a problem with the PS2 version. It couldn't receive basically updates. It had to receive physical updates. So I don't think episode 3 ever happened on the PS2. I think the system went. I think they killed that off that version. You only kept the PC and Xbox versions. Just because I can see it, but due to the space constraints, because you can't. The original Phantasy Star Online stored its quests that you would play on the memory card. And then on the GameCube, they released Plus, which contained almost all the base online quests as offline quests as well. Basically made it in the story mode quests. And then there's the private server shit hacks, which still online to this day. We took a peek onto it on the last Phantasy Star Online stream. I ported my save file from the GameCube over that we did on stream over to PC that way. And that's when we noticed my GameCube was really starting to get clunky with its laser, which has now been rectified. The GameCube's now a solid state GameCube. With, I believe, 128 gigabytes of memory. There's the fire alarm. Forgive me, Hauser, was what those robot chicks were saying. So I have a feeling Universe was might have been pretty well planned out. I can't tell for sure. If it wasn't, they wrote it really well enough that everything tied together really well. Because if Hauser's the original Magashi, and Magashi was the main villain of the first part of the story, like, you still don't know anything. It's just establishing the characters. You think you won, kind of thing. And then the Illuminus show up in part 2, quote unquote, the Empire literally strikes back, because that's usually what the second act is in a story. It's the bad guys getting the victory, and then the third act is wrapping everything up. So it's following that traditional storytelling formula. To a T, mind you. Fire alarm? No fire alarm. Fire alarm. The fact that we're basically observing this playthrough, Sega's not gonna give a shit because it's Sega. These fucking Mirelurk looking fuckers. They look like Fallout 3 Mirelurks. That's how they breathe fire. Yeah, I remember a few quests. I could have thought we did a quest that had the fire alarm in it too. I might cover the Japanese dub of the first game. I say might. It's usually considered the superior, but because the Japanese voice acting of the 2000s was better. Like the first game came out in 2006, so like I can't really bash it. Sega really didn't know what the hell they were doing yet for story mode content stuff, or heavily story-driven MMO. Fantasy Star Line 1 was more or less just about the grind. Moblins. Or space goblins. Tira kill, your health is low. Oh, never mind, he knew. The distress signal's coming from behind there. Let's hurry and find them. Let's hurry and find them so they can transform.
Amazing! I should watch you more closely.
Tyler portrait. It's just like copy the homework, but change it up a little. That's basically what Phantasy Star does. It still takes all the normal. Fuzz get a bone. Phantasy Star more or less has taken all the normal tropes of fantasy stuff and just basically changed it to make it a little more sci-fi, but it's more or less still the same fantasy tropes. If this is cold, that means. Don't be ridiculous. Start searching. Yes, ma'am. I'm expecting to find them, and that's gonna be transformed into like bio creatures. Oh. Just a pit of fuck. Why, I found something. Huh. I've seen them somewhere before. Oh, it's those chuckle fucks. Hello, hang in there, you alright? Well, yeah. These are the Volbros. T-Rex, look. It's the Vol brothers. You know these people? Yeah, in a way. Hey, you alright? They're completely frozen. Are they dead? It'll take more than freezing to get rid of these guys. Yeah. Show yourself. It's me. So you came after all. Did you come to your senses? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just... No point in playing tough, Tyler. I just seen right through you. Huh. I thought it seemed pretty strange that you'd abandon your friends. Oh, shit. I didn't catch that. I looked away just for a second. Rogue families are like blood, right? He clams up whenever he hears something he doesn't like. Huh? Huh? That was a strange earthquake. It's kind of weird to call it an earthquake when there's no earth, quote unquote. Ah, again. Tyler, is this? Yes. Dragon? What is it? Do you know something? Is it a dragon? It may have been a resurrected huge native creature. Huge native creature? Some of my guys found it frozen in ice underground. But we left it because it might be trouble if we revived it. It was infected with the seed virus, wasn't it? Enough talking, come on, let's get going. Tyler, can you lend me a hand of purifying? That's a wise decision. Let's do this together. Let me take the Vol brothers and evacuate. Yes, ma'am. All three of them? Give her a hand, Lena. Okay. Can do. Gonna say she can't lift the big guy alone. Let's go, T-Rex. This way. That is a run animation. Old mine, block 5. Oh, fish! I was not expecting fish. I was expecting a dragon. Why are you moonwalking? We fought the fish in the game. Huh. I don't think you're hitting him, my dude. Okay, it's just really jank hitbox. Shoot the fish in the butt. He might be in online 2 as well, the base game? I don't remember. I do know they brought back like 3 of the bosses in the universe from Phantasy Star Online 1. This guy's more or less one of them. Like, even though these games, the online games, are not supposed to be like interconnect, the fact that content exists across them all, more or less. I know it's more or less fan service, but the fact that content exists to begin with kind of more or less threads the games together. Which is why, like, the thing that Phantasy Star itself is a time loop. And we're just dealing with Dark Falls' reincarnation over and over again. Like, it's more or less been the same song and dance since the first 4 games, in every game since. Which, ironically, isn't a lot of games. Like, we've almost covered every Phantasy Star game already on this channel. Fish dead. This headset's dying. What was that? Can't hear you very well. What happened? Communications don't work well in this area. Get a better radio. I see. Alright, thanks. There's some Luna and the Vol brothers are safe. I see, that's good. Oh yeah, heard you're safe. Heard from Tyler, you... What did you say? I can't hear you. Now he's a third wheel. That... What? I can't... I just lost contact with my land deal too. I guess got luck before. Just got lucky before. I see. Maybe we should head back? I'm gonna think of it. I haven't thanked you yet. I'm grateful for you rescuing my friends and cleaning up the mines. How nice of you to say. I don't want this to be used as negotiation leverage. Then why even bother thanking me? As Guardians, we help the victims of the illuminus. It's just what we do. We become the hope of every citizen of Garal. Hypocrisy will only breed hatred. Hypocrisy? Your ways will bring pity more than hatred. What did you say? Don't get mad. I'm saying that like it was seeing the old me. The old you? Now you didn't mention it, I heard you disappeared. In my case, I didn't know what I should do. Three months ago, seeing people turn into thief forms and not being able to do a thing. The little beast girl I couldn't save comes to me in my dreams sometimes. Well, I remember those sad eyes. I can't help but feel ashamed that I'm still alive. And then I came to understand. All I could do is take that guilt and use it to crush the illuminus. But I couldn't do that. I saw the colony fall along with a father I couldn't save. I was a powerless feudal guardian. I said that wrong too, but whatever. And so I separated myself from my friends and shut myself away. I should have just let them reach out to me. A while back, Ethan came to me to ask if I knew where you were. Those friends, Tyrek here, and Ethan. They and all other Guardians are the reason I'm now standing here now. You know what I just realized though? How come the main character in these stories, at least in the English dubs of Phantasy Star, have such a generic English man name for the most part? Alice, not Rolf there. I don't remember who the characters were in the third game because the third game was just kind of because the branching storylines gets blurry, and then we had fucking Reese and a few others in 4, and now we have Ethan, just flat out fucking Ethan, and then whatever you name your character in online too. Although I wouldn't be well, yeah, because oh fuck. I'm trying to remember what Rolf's Japanese name was off the top of my head. I can't. Idris or something like that? It's a strange name. But I understand localizations and all that. It was they who taught me to change despair into hope. Sorry, I didn't have anyone to teach me that. I realized it on my own. But aren't you just running away? Threatened by something you can't see? I don't think what do you mean? I don't think these characters know of Dark Falls yet. Threatened by the illuminus, threatened by the seed. They need more power to defeat these huge enemies. You can't help but be scared. You should know there's a limit to the power you can gain from leading. Though we face some I guess I chose the opposite path. And then I'll face the fact that I can't do anything for my friends. So I thought that the best way to get things done was just to take power. But true strength only comes from comrades cooperating together. We could do well working with your guardians led by you, Layla. Steve, sure. I think so too. Stev. And the rogues will agree to unite with the guardians. Thank you. And I can call you with this to my utmost respect, Don Tyler. So we're gonna have to get Kurtz if he's still alive? Fight with Tyler, shake Tyler! I like that's an option. Like you can just flat out fucking pick a fight with him. You can rest easier knowing that there are people like you in this world. I'm looking forward to working with you. I just want to know if they do this again. He picks a fight with him. Counting on you, T-Rick. Come to think of it, you might be even stronger than Ethan. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Although Ethan in Phantasy Star Online base game, at least the Japanese one, Ethan and Karen make a cameo in that too. What's with that last communication? This is bad. HQ said they discovered a huge new hive. You say a huge hive? We can communicate. Let's go back. You better get going then. I was hoping we could discuss things more in depth. We can do that later. I'll be waiting. Alright then. Looks like I gotta go. What are you doing, Lumia? Actually, I heard a bit of what you were talking about. About what? You said... No, it's nothing, never mind. She's just standing there, what a weird girl. Well, I feel like I'll work even harder. Gone. Is that it? The rogues have agreed to unite with the Guardians after Leia and her team brought them hope. This brings them one step further to achieving the former President Dalagan's dream of united system, but Prime News remains silent. Immediately after, they received word that the HQ discovered a huge new hive, yet another task for the new Guardians to take on. Next chapter. Chapter 3. After being sworn in as president of the Guardians, Leia working to unify the planets to fight the Seed. Don Tyler, the new rogues, promised his support, and they now took a step towards ushering in a new world. However, a mysterious new huge hive has been discovered, and Leia and the others had to cut their celebration short and rush back to headquarters. Mr. Potter. Oops, I looked away. That's my fault. Oh, Miss Martins. Welcome back. Can the pleasantries. Let's cut the chase. We've got a new huge hive. Why are you hesitating? What's up? No, I was a little surprised, that's all. For crying out. I'm sorry, is this better? Yes, thank you. Let me explain about the new hive from the beginning. A team of repairing the vector tracks noticed a discrepancy in the planetary orbits. After running calculations back at headquarters, we confirmed the existence of an enormous mass located between Motub and the Sun. The fourth planet, I see. But do we have evidence that it's an actual hive? In the surrounding space, we've observed both A photons and seed. That's no good. What does Professor Tomarine think? Now, have you told him yet? My apologies, I'll go tell him right away. Do that later. So how big is this thing? According to our calculations, about as large as a planet. Are you serious? So you think Girl has a fourth planet, a hive planet, no less? But if it's so big, why didn't we find it until now? Probably didn't exist until now. Well, we certainly should have been able to see reflected sunlight off of it. But for some reason, it can only be seen from the colony. It can't be seen from the colony or parum. We confirmed traces of huge distortion field around the hive. It's cloaked. These are consistent with what we've seen in the hive. What we find on the hive had nano traced it, framed from different dimension from over the past 2 months. So it came from another world, a dark planet from another dimension. I want to hear what Professor Tomarine thinks about all this. What? You still here? Go home and rest, you two. Oh, wait. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're in the way or anything. I didn't mean to drag you into this. They always said I had no tact. Now that I'm president, I probably ought to do something about that. This is how I've always been, though, and it's not hard to change. Sorry if I seem brusque. I don't even know what that word means. No, it's okay, don't be. Yeah, I'm just gonna listen in on this. We heard it this much, we might as well hear the rest. Glad you're concerned, but overall strategy isn't your job. This is what the two of us got to do. You both have your own jobs, so go get some rest. I see, excuse me then. Don't sweat it, and keep what you heard here to yourselves, okay? I don't want to cause panic over information we just haven't verified. I understand. But I mean, then we'll be off. I mean, if they can figure it out, other people are gonna be able to figure it out too. Any science people will be like, oh, something's funky. Miss Martez. What now? It's just... Is it really my job to come up with the overall strategy? Isn't it? I'm quite sure I've been assigned to assist only yourself. Why would we waste a person on something like that when we're so short on manpower? No, just help me out here, alright? Just order them, you're the fucking president! Everybody here is going to have to double or triple up on work. I'm going to need my assistants to work their fingers to the bone. Well... What? Got a problem with that? No, not at all. Actually, I'm quite relieved to hear you say that. I was a little uneasy to lay out as it is. I wonder if I had what it takes to be the president's assistant. Look at you, Mr. Potter. Coming so far. I think you're doing a pretty good job so far. Thank you. Look. We don't need to get into this right now, do we? No, I'm sorry. No need to apologize. Everyone has their worries. Everyone. I'm commenting on you, Clamp, whatever. Yes, ma'am. Clamp Campbell, so then tell me, whatever the heck his name was. What the heck are we gonna do? We need a Death Star. Chapter 3, Wish on Holy Light. I can't believe how much dialogue this game has and how little actual 3 days later, how little fighting more or less this has been. This has been mostly just fucking dialogue, like pure story. Which, I mean, it's fine. We're getting all the exposition now. Welcome to the Guardians, protecting the future of Graal. Let's see. You have an investigation request on New Days, T-Rex. Before you that, your request to stop by the medical room. Probably for a vaccination. I think Maya will be in. May the Holy Light guide you. Humans are essentially space elves. He got a new shirt! Oh, T-Rex, you're here. I know it's sudden, but I need you and Hugo to go to New Days. Huh? Is that why you're here? Your trial vaccine is working, isn't it? Then Hugo should be fit to return to duty. Well, that's true. And we're really short-handed right now? I forgot, he was like... Would you rather be there and cooped up in here, right, Hugo? Hugo? Is he, what? Oh, what did you say, Lila? I said you'd rather be out in the field than stuck in here, right? Oh, of course. Please allow me to go. That's the attitude I was looking for. And where are we going? To New Days? T-Rex? Actually, there's one more report that came in. It seems Ethan is planning to infiltrate the Graal Location's LLS facility. We saw that in the other one too. Are you kidding me? Wait. I blinked. The LSS? Are you kidding me? The last shield system! Turns people's spiritual energy into defensive shield, right? Oh. Isn't the last shield system what kept New Days safe? When the seed attacked the second time? Community used LSS technology to put a shield around the planet. It's the only thing in the system that can withstand the seed. Yeah. And so we've been busy constantly requesting that they share technology of the rest of the Graal system. But Rutsu keeps saying, it's a miracle of the Divine Maiden, and not something that can be shared with just anybody. All we get is excuses. Yeah, bullshit, Rutsu. Are you saying you want Tyrek and Hyuga to go under the guise of following Ethan? And then conduct an investigation of the LSS? Communion doesn't allow outsiders in for any reason. But right or wrong, it's the only thing that can stop the seed. Must have gone this far to keep it a secret. Makes it seem like they're hiding something. They are. And Ethan's a wanted suspect. It's a just cause. A just cause. That's all good, but you can infiltrate the community facility? Jesus, Maya. Just in your face. It's definitely gonna be a tough mission. Come to think of it, we should have made a move, Tyrek. Back when you, me, and Leo went to the Holy Light Festa. That was, yeah, episode 2. We infiltrated Communion HQ in the confusion and the terrorist attack. That's where we found the strange experimental device. Lou said it looks like the old, LSS. So looking back, it might have been even a prototype for the new LSS. Then Tyrek, you've infiltrated them before. Well, at the LSS facilities, apparently at the Shikakuku on the mountain of Mount Otaku. Shikinkaku? Isn't that place pretty heavily guarded? I cannot pronounce fucking, like... I would imagine. If we could just talk to the maiden directly, this would be a lot easier. Seeing as how we're breaking in, that might not be so easy. Given the circumstances, I'm not getting my hopes up. If we can just check out the LSS, then that'd be great. Let's thank Ethan for giving us a good reason to go there. Then may I go too? Who's? Oh, eavesdropping. Lumia. Who taught you how to eavesdrop? I wasn't eavesdropping. I was just... Maya said it was alright if I came by to see her. Well, I'd like to go too, Tyrek. Well, I'd like to go too, Tyrek. Please? You're my instructor, after all. So you're just going to skip over trying to ask me? You know, I can't refuse a request from Tyrek. You're good. That's not... Forget it. Just don't let Tyrek down, okay? Thank you. Hey, Laya. If Ethan's sister goes, then it lends more credibility to our story. The lack of hair physics. But it's gonna be a dangerous mission. Pursuing my brother is an important mission for me. Counting on you. Yes, ma'am. I don't know, Hyuga looks like he's not quite up to this. What are you doing, Hyuga? Huh? Huh? Nothing! Get a move on! Oh, yeah. Are you sure you're alright? Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Dude's spacing out. Sure, trust me. Dude's got the brain fog. Wait, Tyrek. I think Hyuga is not quite back up to speed yet. Keep an eye on him. Did Sega predicted the vaccine effects? And watch Lumia too. He put everything on T-Rex's shoulders. That's gotta be rough. I can't rest unless my best guardians are working hard. Hey, what are you doing? I haven't slept at all. You're gonna sleep? Do it in your own room. Or at least sleep in your office. The report's coming in constantly, so I can't sleep. Plus, Clamp never lets up. But here, no one will contact me unless it's an emergency. For crying out loud. I'm busy trying to complete the vaccine. Don't snore. Got it. Sorry. Guess you really must be tired. Oh well, I'll let her sleep. Life sure has changed. The old Leia would have gone on this mission herself no matter what. She must have come to realize that she's the president. Plus she counts on you over anything else. Must admit though, I'm a little jealous. T-Rex. From now on, support her as a partner, okay? It's wearing me out. That's what I wanted to hear. I guess that's why Lad depends on you. Leave Lad to me, and you come back safe from that mission. So we're just gonna ignore the hive for now and, you know, do other shit? That was a lot of dialogue. Like, they really packed episode 3 of story. Episode 2 was more like just setting things up for episode 3. Like, don't get me wrong, this is fine. This is what we wanted. Was all the story complete. Shikinkaku, that's the top of the mountain Otaku, right? T-Rex? How are we going to get into a place like that? I thought Mount Otaku was a hologram. You're in the same thing, aren't you, Hilga? Yeah. What shall we do then? We should be able to reach the Shikinkaku through the communion facility here in Otaku City. Well, let's just facility and say this is a criminal investigation. Did you hear that, T-Rex? It looks like Lumia has already been corrupted by Leia's influence. What? Really? I don't plan on resorting to such primitive methods. Wait a minute. You're going to seduce the girl at the front desk, aren't you? Sorry. Ethan always talked about how you hit on the girls all the time. I just remembered that. Ethan. And you don't have to worry about what you call him in front of me. Oh, sorry, I'm just not used to it. That's it. T-Rex is standing there like, let me out of this. How about I say I'm looking for my brother? Yes, alright, let's try that. I was just kidding? No, it's actually not a bad idea. Let's try asking straight up if we can investigate the facility in our search for Ethan. Will that work? Leave it to Hilga. Yes, just leave it to me, T-Rex. It's alright, Lumia. I'll handle this. Should we go too, T-Rex? No, we should go too, T-Rex. Herp-a-derp. Now what? Sure, a lot of communion guards. I don't think this is gonna work. Let's stay here and see what happens. What happened? I wonder why they just sound like some sort of warning. I don't understand hand gestures. What? Everyone went inside. This is our chance. He's so out of it. Hyuga? Hyuga? Huh? Hyuga? Let's go in now while we can. Huh? Oh, yes. Let's go. Yeah, he's definitely a space cadet right now. He's got the brain fog from the seed vaccine. A little too real game 15 years ago. We made it in. We can't relax just yet. You there. See what I mean? What are you doing here? We are guardians. We're here investigating a suspected terrorist attack. Haven't you heard about it? I heard there's a possible terrorist threat. I haven't heard anything about Guardian's investigation. Well, that's troubling. And as this is urgent call to duty, perhaps not everyone's informed? If what you say is true, I would be informed. What? I am the head of the armed servants of the Communion. But we really are here investigating the terrorists. This area is off limits. So what are you doing here? Please excuse us. Stop! He just fucking said, fuck it, we're running. Intruders near the east entrance. Request permission to engage. I thought you were in charge! Kinda ran away without thinking, but I guess we better head back, T-Rex. What are you talking about, Lumia? If I go back now, we'll never be able to get back in. Let's just look for the LSS. Exactly. Kirik understands. That's the proper decision. Why did we bring this why did we bring Hyuga? I understand. He's cooked. Then let's get moving. Lumia? She really is just like her brother. Let's go, T-Rex. Gameplay now? Yep. The only thing we can do now is keep moving. But we're gonna have to fight people? Of course, just don't kill anyone. I don't know, they just kind of poof into non-existence. Is that killing them or sending them to another dimension? Hey, at least T-Rex is a high enough level to be doing these missions, unlike me, who was under-leveled basically the whole fucking time. I like the water the pond under the walkway thing. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of neat looking. I think there's aquariums like that in real life where you can like walk across them. I have no idea what the hell he's using, but he's kicking ass. Looks like he's using a bow. Yeah. Like I said, Buddy's done this enough that he can do this basically blindfolded, so good on him. And at least these archived videos like this, if people wanted to, with the private servers that are out now, redo episode 3 and bring it back, they literally could. Because it's all text-based for the most part. Yeah, there's a few CG scenes, but they could be lifted and AI enhanced to make them look like good as new again. Unless someone can get the original files off of an Xbox 360, it's kind of like, eh? I wouldn't put it past the modding scene, though. Because the modding scenes kept these old MMOs basically alive. I'm not sure how it works now, because some have been online, like, for a long time now. Wait, did that trap make it darkness? Can't tell. Excuse me. Ugh. That's fine, he seems to know what he's doing. It is weird that they didn't, when the game dropped the PS2, they didn't up the polygons, really. Unless the PS2 got the game, like episode 3, but there was no CG at all. That's the only way I can see it being done. Unless the CG, if it was done already, that would have meant the CG was already on the PS2 disc. Which is another place they could get the CG from, if that's the case. Because there's been times where stuff is just kept on the disc, and if that's the case, that means it was really planned ahead. I think when they made episode 2, they knew they were going to do episode 3. So, because like, you don't just do one episode, like, it's like an episode add-on. And like, yep, that's it. Because that would just be DLC, like a DLC, not called episode 2. I could probably check the PS2 disc even and see if it's got any files on it. It's because PS2 DVDs are not encrypted. You can just pop them in your computer and look at the files. I know some games you can actually just literally open the movie files with Media Player and it'll play them. Which is some of the earlier PS2 games before they started using in-engine cutscenes in a lot of games. Anything that was pre-rendered, basically, you can view. Whew. Excuse me. Our dude's just mowing through these guys. The 2000s had a very distinct sounding soundtrack in a lot of games too. The samples used like synthesized instruments and stuff. They had a very distinct sound because like this, and I noticed Mega Man X8 have a similar sounding, some similar sounding instruments. Hard to believe we did all the X games too already. Like, what do you do when your best guards just get fucking bodos by like one guardian, a brainfuck guardian, and a child rookie? Like, what do you do at that point? Like, do you report it or just be like, yeah, I don't know what happened, sir? Like, do you call that in or just like let it happen? Cause I'm pretty sure, like, if this is a military establishment on New Days, you'd get chewed out. You would get reprimanded a lot worse for allowing these people to get through everything. If I had to guess. Robots! Those things were a pain in the ass for me. In that one mission, they just kept fucking shooting rockets at me. Well, again, it doesn't help that Phantasy Star Universe here doesn't seem to give you any iframes whatsoever. The only iframe you get is that little bit of lag on the online game. Our man did not even bother turning the fucking lights on. He's like, nah, I got this. Something's different about this place. There's something there. Trial cleared. Yeah, it looks like a control panel with people in stasis.
Amazing! I should watch you more closely.
Don't be a creeper, Lumia. Can you even read it, sir? What is it, Hugo? Come on, talk. Could this be the LSS? You're late, T-Rex. Ethan. Lumia? And Hugo too? Ethan, why are you here? What do you mean, why? You came here to find me, didn't you? Let's see. What? Was that it? Come on. We've been here investigating the LSS under the guise of searching for Ethan. And someone's still in training. I didn't think it was my place to say. But you seem really out of it, Hugo. You know, you're much cuter when you're not mad at me. Don't try to change the subject. Something really strange about you, Hugo. Are you still not feeling well? Really? He sounds just like the Hugo I know. And you? What exactly are you doing here? What? I'm creating a diversion, of course. You guys were taking your time with things. So I distracted the armed servants for you. That's not what I meant. You didn't leave the Guardians to search for our father? Other things keep popping up. Lia's busy enough as it is about you stirring up trouble. Trouble, is it? Leia wanted to investigate the LSS. So I told her it was planning to infiltrate the facility. I've been wondering about that. Why did you need to infiltrate the LSS facility in the first place? I want to rescue the Divine Maiden. But I can't do it alone. I figured Leia would send her top guardians to investigate the LSS. Rescue the Maiden? What do you mean? Come on, just tell them! The LSS that protects New Days is created by sacrificing people with strong photon energy like the Maiden. I've heard people say that it was the Maiden, only the Maiden could do, but it was fine until the Seed attacked again. The Maiden knew she would have to sacrifice herself and was powering the LSS of her own free will. But it's different now. Rutsu is forcing her to do it now. But no one else who can? The Maiden is growing weaker every day. And to compensate for that lack of power, he's sacrificing Sisters of the Holy Light who aren't even full-fledged maidens yet. If you know that much, you could leak it to the media. Rutsu might kill the sisters to destroy the evidence. Rutsu's that kind of guy. Oh. The fact that he knew how much we knew, he just forced it on like that, and that's why I have to do things this way. But why are you so bent on rescuing the Divine Maiden? Before that, you never were that interested in the Divine Maiden. Tell her! The Maiden. She's actually... Come on, come on! A former guardian and my instructor, Karen. What? You mean Karen is the Divine Maiden? Yeah. So I'll do whatever it takes to rescue her. I always thought that the Maiden kinda looked like Karen. Come to think of it, there are rumors that the Divine Maiden has started acting differently. But why? Tyrek, I'd love to fill you in on everything, but there's no time, and it's too complicated to go over here and now. You understand? Bro is just like, yeah, I already know everything. How do you know? Who? Ethan, we don't have time for this. Yeah. Jarek, please fill me in when there's time. But I figured that Jarek would be sent. I just didn't expect you to, Hyuga. You've just recovered, haven't you? Are you... He's busted. Hey, Hyuga, what's the matter? Again, he's been like this the whole time. Uh-oh. Are we going to kill Hyuga? Let me get back. Guess, wow, we're just gonna kill off all cast, aren't we? I was not expecting that. You mean how, you mean their aliens, how, they need so many Ethan? Are we going to kill Hyuga? Of course not. Like, you mean how there's those people that protect the Emperor there? But if we aren't careful, he might kill us. Eat this. I just remember there was something about people that are using their life force like to protect the Emperor or some shit in 40k or something like that. I don't know much about the 40k lore, but I do remember that little tidbit. Hugo just got fucking rolled. Is he alive or is he dead? Like, he looks like that's the Goku death pose. Hey, T-Rick? Hugo C form. That was the same thing that attacked us at the Sort C facility, wasn't it? Also, when the colony fell, so it's been Hugo the whole time. We were fighting Hugo. He's still alive? He looks like he's breathing. What should we do? That's right, Maya. Right now, she needs to focus on saving the maiden and the sisters. You were just gonna leave Hugo here? We need to save him, right? Reach Maya, save Hugo. Understood. Jarek, please think this through. What's the most important thing for us to do right now? Of course, I'm worried about Hugo too. But there's nothing we can do for him at the moment. Yeah, you guys are running out of time because eventually people are going to catch you. Also, if we lose this chance to save the maiden, we might not get another. If we can hang around here, we'll get caught by the armed service. I just said that before help shows up. I don't think they'd kill an injured guardian. It actually might be safer if they find him. If he transforms again, but... Huh? Ethan! What? An explosion? What is that? Did someone else break in or something? Oh. That's... He's just fucking gone. He's just Sephirothing it out of here. Hey, stop, Hugo! Blast it. Is this Hugo's doing? But why would Hugo... He's being controlled by the seed. We were careless. When people are transforming the seed forms, they try to destroy anything that prevents them from multiplying. It's like they're hypnotized. So in a flood, he didn't seem out of it, but certainly focused on the mission. Now you mention it. Emergency evacuation. This is not a drill. Native creatures have escaped from the research labs. I repeat, this is not emergency evacuation. Native creatures have escaped the research labs. Emergency labs, close enough. That's another fire alarm. Damn, this keeps getting worse. It's because the LSS was destroyed. Karen must be somewhere else connected to the LSS. Empowering it. I'm going to search for Karen and the Sisters of the Light, Holy Light. Will you help me, T-Rick? That same alarm... Thanks, I need to count on you. That same alarm sounds in GoldenEye too. We'll have to head out once we have our things together. Lumia, keep close to T-Rick and me. Quit treating me like I'm a child. Rescue Karen and the Sisters of Holy Light. Shit. How can you see that shit? Okay. Sir, that's cheesing it, and I approve. Oka, level 55. Man, space meat does not look appetizing. I can say that much. The space meat does not look tasty. I do wonder though, like, how many big games just use royalty-free sound effects just to cut costs? I know sound libraries are easy to make nowadays. Hell, I have a sound library that I don't even use. I think I have a few sound libraries I don't use. Because now that there's movies and stuff that have gone public domain and whatnot, it makes me wonder if all the sound effects in said movies are also public domain at that point too. Cause I know there's like public domain music, public domain movies, etc. So I'm assuming once a movie, say, goes public domain, everything that's been used in it can be reused by anyone. Just like there's public domain, like the Universal monsters, I believe, are technically all public domain now. Like the Mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein, those guys. The old-timey monsters, and that's why we have, like, Hotel Transylvania and etc. Or so many different takes on Dracula. I remember for the longest time it was just the Bram Stoker's take, basically, retold. Now a bunch of Disney stuff is entering public domain. I think they let Winnie the Pooh go public. That thing looks like a stink beetle. It's ugly, whatever it is. Creepy, ugly thing. Giant enemy crab. I think Puppet and the Sailor Man just became public domain too. A few things. I think no, Steamboat Willie. It was Steamboat Willie that went public too, I believe. So anything related to the old, like, original Mickey Mouse on the boat thing can be done. There's probably a crap load of those cartoons from the old days of animation that are now public domain. And with game success like Bendy and the Ink Machine, it kind of would make it. And there was another game. It plays like a Doom shooter, but it's an old-timey cartoon shooter. Like the whole genre could make a comeback now easily and with modernized ways. Rubber Band Animation is basically what the nickname it was given because of how it was drawn. Because everything was bouncy. I think the Skeleton Dance might be public domain. And I think it's been public domain, possibly public domain for a while because it was parodied in Billy and Mandy. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy there. It got basically a remake in that. Old hand-drawn cartoons like that just are kind of weird to watch, but kind of surreal at the same time of how fluid they were for their time. Like, it's kind of wild how well animated things back in the 30s basically were. Like, they didn't skip out on any frames. They gave it all frames ahead basically for that stuff. And they were surprisingly detailed for being black and white cartoons. There was still quite a bit of detail. What the? Is that? A Cackwayne. Cackwayne? Yeah, that's what it's called, Cackwayne. K-A-K-W-A-N-E. I think they're supposed to be Kappas, so. I think they're based off Kappas. My Japanese mythical monsters lore is a little rusty. Omomon. That is something a Digimon. But again, like, this game suffered from a lot of just... Basically, we made a couple of animations, so we're just gonna use the same body for basically a bunch of enemies. So more or less, once you learn one of these enemies' attack patterns, you do everyone in this class's attack patterns. Like, this is the same dudes that punched at you at the beginning of the very beginning of the game, basically. But I get it. It's still more or less follow the same formula as a 2D RPG would be doing too. Technically, Kingdom Hearts is guilty of this too. Like, a lot of RPGs are guilty of the palette swap enemies with the same. Especially for say like disk space too, because not every system had a hard drive yet. Oh yeah, I forgot. Phantasy Star does have one anime series. It's based on Phantasy Star 2. It's basically the first 2 episodes of the game condensed into an anime. I forgot about that. Mage Seahorse. Kind of makes me wonder if it like what did the monster designers do to come up with the designs? Like, did it come from dreams, which would be fucked up, or like I'm pretty sure the old-timey monster designers from back in the day were just on some serious stuff. Like, and I think some of the things, like these things, I'm pretty sure are based off the Kappa. Is Divine Mating came up ahead? Probably. Let's hurry. Uh-oh, they're everywhere. There's a lot of assholes. That's basically a tactic in every RPG or game like that. Take out the healer first, or the mage first, support class, then focus on the warrior class. Now, for Phantasy Star Portable 2, I can safely say I don't remember the story at all.
Amazing! I should watch you more closely.
Alright, let's move. Arrive at the LSS point. What we get? Ethan's on a mission to save his girlfriend. Ethan, don't go ahead by yourself. It's too dangerous. You guys are too slow. Pick up your feet. You've been acting so strange. You can't just force your way through. You only have one life. Karen is waiting. The things you'll do to save the mating. Even things that a terrorist would do. It's so unlike you. It's enough. A rookie like you wouldn't understand. Hey, quit it. Don't cry. You're not a kid anymore. I mean, just worried about you is all. I'll admit I was annoyed and sort of lost it there. He's so tsundere. It's embarrassing. I never thought I'd get so worked up being separated from Karen. Maybe he didn't even realize he likes her. I don't know. I didn't care if people called me a traitor or if I was a wanted suspect, but I've never felt like this before. It's just like an anime. Ethan, I just can't let things go. It's strange feeling to resent every little thing, but isn't a guardian's job to suppress that? That's exactly right. I've been a terrible brother it's so wrong. You're taking on too much by yourself. Sometimes talking about things can make them easier to bear, so talk about it. I'm your sister, remember? Yeah. Well, I guess I can talk about one thing. News about Dad. What? You learned something about Father? They told us that Dad died on a Guardian's mission, but the truth is he survived. I told you that much, haven't I? Is he alive? Yeah. He's still locked up in Illuminus hideout. They said they'd kill him if I didn't assassinate Obel Dogon. But you couldn't kill the president. Yeah. But in the end, the Illuminus succeeded in killing him anyway. So here's what I think. Dad was in on it all along. I think he's part of the Illuminus. What? Otherwise, why would the Illuminus have left him alive for all this time? And though he's still alive, even though he failed to assassinate the president. Well, Magashi did say in the first game, we knew you would rush over here if we used your friends as bait. Like, the best bait is having a piece of your family right there as motivation. So I'm calling I'm still thinking his dad's probably bait to get him over there. Makes sense if Dad was actually working with the Illuminus. Although I wouldn't be surprised, even if that's true too. Can never believe that. Ethan, the man is our father. Right, T-Rex? Yeah, don't drag me into this. Beats me. If you give up on family, how can you even go on? Believe in him, Ethan. I don't know. Some people can be pretty, deadbeat. I don't know what to think now. Sometimes I can only see the bad side of things. Well, you've been in war basically all the time. You can talk about anything with me, Ethan. I'll show you the bright side. It's because she hasn't been corrupted yet by, the world. Thanks, Lumia. You, Rick? I feel a little better now. It's alright, T-Rex. Didn't mean to drag you into this. He's just like, I have no choice but to stand here. Lumia, I hope that's something you'll understand. The desire to protect those you care about. Protect those you care about? Maybe I've said too much. Well, let's go. Okay, so he's hinting at his feelings towards Karen. He's just not openly fucking saying it. Are we in the right place? It's that room, probably. Okay, and the others should be powering it from there. Powering it, such an ugly way to put it. Oh, no. Someone else showing up? Oh. Light Master Rutsu. Divine Maiden, as well as the Sisters of the Holy Light. They're having visions in that room. Rutsu. Light Master Rutsu. Mr. Weber. How much of our work do you have to disturb until you're satisfied? How much suffering do you have to cause the maiden and the others until you're happy? You need to realize that you are the ones causing them to suffer by interrupting their most holiest of duties. There's no point in talking to you. Bring Karen out here. I would never bring a Divine Maiden to see a terrorist who destroyed the LSS. That wasn't me. I grow weary of your lies, Mr. Weber. I put up with you this long because you are acquainted with the Divine Maiden, but I cannot do so any longer. Leave here at once. If you do not, then I will have to remove you by force. Good luck, buddy. Heh. Your true colors are starting to show, Rutsu. What are you plotting? Plotting? It's now the Communion's job to restore peace and order to Garal. If anyone gets in the way of that goal, then I have no qualms about showing them the blade of my sword. Is that your goal then? Why don't you just cooperate with the Guardians? The only hope in this world lies in the power of the Divine Maiden. And the Communion of Garal must harness that power to operate the LSS. There's no one else. Because we control absolute power, we can administer justice. As agents of the Holy Light. The fact that Nunez was the only planet to survive the seed threat is evidence of that. Therefore, the rebirth of this world should have Nunez and the Communion of Garal as its center. The world cannot be trusted to the likes of the Guardians. This guy's just corrupt with power. The Divine Maiden herself understands this. And has left the Guardians for the Communion of Garal. You should understand, Mr. Weber. No. That's not why Karen became the Maiden. If that's how she truly felt, then why would you need her to force her to sacrifice herself for the LSS? It would appear that you misunderstand. The Divine Maiden has not woken. Huh? 3 months ago, the day the seed attacked once again. She did not listen to my attempts to stop her. She entered the new LSS while it was still under development. Nunez escaped damage, but the Divine Maiden will not awaken from within the machine. What? She's constantly providing photon energy, but that energy is clearly weakening. She willingly sacrificed herself to save Nunez. Every single member of the Communion understands it's her will. Or your machine's defective. I asked the Sisters of the Holy Light for their help to preserve the system. They consented. Karen values the lives of others above all else. Do you think she wants that? What would a miscreant like you know of people's desires? You're the miscreant. You're quite the miscreant too. You're thinking about saving the Communion, but Karen wouldn't want that. Garal will only see peace once all 4 races work together. Nonsense. If you claim justice from power, then we'll defeat you and prove that you're wrong. Ethan Weber and your miscreant partner T-Rex. Besides the LSS, we have developed something else. Have a look. Behold. L3 Gog? That's a name. That big robot thing we fought before, I think. that had the fucking arm cannon. And, oh, it's a dragon! You made a dragon! Okay. I was completely wrong. I thought it was a giant robot. It's a fucking dragon. This should be no sweat. We're going to fight it? Lumia, you be careful. T-Rex, let's do this. Oh, you think I'm way ahead of you, boss? Oh, you got poisoned. I didn't realize the sword could hit multiple parts of the dragon. Like, that dragon got fucked. Your dragon got fucked, Rutsu. Now what? Unbelievable. The Communion's power. My justice to think it could be defeated. Now free the maiden and the sisters. You have to kill me first. Hey, we aren't terrorists. What would we gain from killing you? Just do it quickly. You still don't understand. No. She woke up. Karen. Maiden? You've woken up? Even while sleeping within the LSS, I was aware of what was going on outside. And I waited, Light Master Rutsu. I waited until you would understand. As you said, I did not hesitate to sacrifice myself for the LSS. However, I didn't intend for the people outside the community and New Days to be ignored. Maiden. Not just you, but many of the followers on New Days. You all believe that just because you're blessed with photon energy, your righteousness is absolute. You look down on those with differing beliefs or those who live their lives differently. As someone raised outside the community, not blessed with photon energy, I've come to understand something. Since I was placed at the center of the communion, do you know what that is? The communion's power is not absolute. There has never been such thing as absolute power. It's been explained to you many times, but should I say it once more? In order to restore peace to the Graal system, it's going to take the cooperation of all races and organizations. The Communion, the Guardians, the Alliance military, the Rogues. It will only happen when everyone comes together. Now that you know defeat, you should be able to understand this fact. Now it's time for all Graal citizens to come together as one. It's got a pretty model. Karen saw the seeds attack in a vision and wanted to warn everyone. But you concealed it to avoid worldwide panic. I mean, Karen asked me how to change your way of thinking. I've broken in here so many times so we can talk. I also helped to investigate the experimentation that you were doing on the Sisters of the Holy Light. At one point, I couldn't stand it anymore and tried to take Karen away from the communion. But Karen returned to the communion of her own free will. I heard you claimed you were waiting until the completion of the new LSS to make it and the seed attack public. You probably thought you had Karen falling for it, but Karen knew everything and said nothing. She believed you and the community would change, and she endured. Don't you get it yet? As we've been fighting this pointless battle, the illuminus, no, the Seed are decimating the entire Graal system. I realized my foolishness. I have failed to understand the Divine Maiden. I cannot continue bearing the title of Light Master. Rutsu, you should not abandon your position now. Don't forgive Rutsu. Thank you, T-Rex. I like the options you get. I felt the power of your strength and your heart from the time our paths first crossed. If you change, Rutsu, then it won't be long before the citizens and their days change as well. Then you and I can work together to seek everyone's cooperation. This is a critical time. Choose wisely, Light Master Rutsu. Thank you, Divine Maiden. Meow. Hyuga did that? Yes. Damn it! I shouldn't have made him go. It's not your fault. T-Rex can explain it to you later. And one more thing. This time it's good news. Here. Miss Martens. Light Master Rutsu? Yes. The community of Graal will provide the basic technology behind the LSS to the Guardians and the other planets. And we will vow to stand with you against the Seed and the Illuminus. I'm thankful for your wise decision. You won't regret it. We'll need every planet to agree to full cooperation with the Guardians. Yeah, leave it to us. Actually, in a recent vision, I learned another unification point is approaching. What'd you say? That doesn't make sense. Wasn't the unification point something that only happens once every few hundred years? It's the Dark Planet. Yeah, in Phantasy Star, a unification point basically happens every 1,000 years. At least in traditional Phantasy Star, it's when the Seal of Dark Falls weakens enough for it to break through into our universe again. I couldn't see its true shape, but I did see a new planet. We've only recently discovered it ourselves. A planet releasing seed and infecting the sun. Seed? The planet is a hive? I've had Professor Tomarain form an investigation team. According to the old record, he found the planet is called Rykos. T-Rex, I'm going to need your help in the investigation. Rykos, I think it's called, not Rykos. I'm not sure. Then we'll wait for that report. Then I'll wait for that report. Be careful, T-Rex. Rykos. Rykos? Yeah, Rykos sounds right. Is that it then for this episode? The infiltration of the Communion of Graal ended with the Communion really agreeing to share the LSS technology to join the fight. But the Seed menace grows. The newly discovered gigantic hive in the dark planet Grailkos threatens the entire Graal system. And that's that. So we have probably let me check 4 real quick. So you do 4 and 5 tomorrow. 6 6 is 2 hours. Yeah, after that, it's gonna become like 1. But I don't think the Illuminus is gonna take this line down either. Like, we haven't seen their cards yet. We've seen the fact that Hauser showed up a little bit there in the beginning with the comic there, but like the prelude to episode 3, and that's about it. We know that I don't know if Helga's dead or alive. Like, it's not very clear who's dead and who's alive in this series, besides the ones they've named in the series. Like, Headmaster Nav is dead, the President is dead, most of the Lus are dead. Like, we don't have the numbers, the body count numbers yet, and we're only like at the halfway point of this now. Because technically 9 episodes to this. There are 5, 6, 7, 8, and side story. So yeah, that's how much we have left to wrap up Phantasy Star Universe Episode 3. And this is just to get the story, so we can do Phantasy Star Portable 2, which takes place after Episode 3. This is just how much story is condensed right now. But yes, that's gonna be it tonight, guys. So have a good day, night. I pushed the wrong button. So have a good day, night. We're talking about the V for all, and we'll catch everyone with probably chapter 5. Wait, 4 and 5, right? Shit. I'm gonna have to double check this after the thing. I'll double check after, so I know which chapter. I'm pretty sure we're on chapter 4 and 5 tomorrow. All I do is double check the ending of the video. I'm like, yep, that's the one we just watched. Alright, that's it for now, though.